screen? Is it clear?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll just... Hello and welcome along to the channel here, which is Community News with Nick C. Please do ignore these bits here that actually say it on both channels here. And my guest, and a very special guest here, Giuliani Buzz, which is now going to be JC on the eventually Beauty Sound with JC soon when he's ready to play the organ again. So we'll be talking to him in just a moment. So, of course, welcome along to the Community News with Nick C, a little bit later than usual. And, of course, we'll have a video coming up soon. And, of course, you'll be able to watch it at the same time during a little bit later on before you go. So, yeah, let's go back to you first of all. Otherwise, you'll be waiting for absolutely donkey's years. If you can move your camera down, that's a lot easier. Now I can see you now. So, hello to you.
Hello, good evening to you.
Good evening. I can hear you loud and clear here. And obviously, of course, if you have the camera next to me in the studio, it would be too much clashing and it would be a lot of feedback, wouldn't it?
Mm.
Absolutely. Yeah. So, of course, in terms of your organ thing, I know you have been a little bit quiet. To explain about that.
Well, there's just not a lot to explain about that, really. No. I haven't got them. Haven't practiced on it properly. I get the right music yet, and it depends on the organ as well.
Absolutely, but of course, anyone wanting to try and learn how to play the organ, how do they come by that?
Well, they have to start by having piano lessons first, and then see how they go on from that, and then or join a organist group kind of thing.
So yeah, can you list a few organ places that you played, because you are a freelance organist, one-time occasional player, aren't you?
Yes, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, can you list a few of them? Don't have to list a whole website version, but of course, just a few.
What list are you talking
about? Just a few places that you have played in your time.
Oh, right. I have played
churches
in different areas, like Suffolk and Cambridgeshire area.
Yep.
But I have played on different organs. So
yeah, you played at different organs, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Something came flash on my screen, but I don't know.
What was it? What came up on your screen?
The outline. I don't know.
Yeah, what?
I don't know what it was. You have to check yourself.
Oh, right, okay. I don't think there's anything to worry about. I can still hear you. That's the main thing. So, yeah, I don't know if you'll be able to hear this. If I can put the sound on, you'll be able to hear what you've actually played once in 2011. This was recorded on an Eddie roll. Now, this is an instrument that is worth quite a lot, but of course, you probably can get them cheap these days. But of course, this is an Eddie roll that I used at the time when I was in radio, and this was in 2009. And it's called Organ Construction. So, of course, you might want to have a listen to this. Can I get it? Can you hear that? Can you hear it? You'll be able to hear this again on the replay anyway. That's got a nice little bit of effect on that, and of course that's why we called it the construction. Yeah, we'll stop there. But yeah, of course it will repeat itself there if I carried on playing it. But no, yeah, it's the organ construction. That's why it's called a construction sound there, and that's why we added that. Did you hear it very well?
Yes, I heard. Yeah,
just about. There's another one that I'd like to play before you leave us today. So, yeah. Oh no, that's the clown music. That was taken from another church. Let's go to this one here. This was solo tune, October 2011. Before it plays again and in an endless loop there. First of all, let's speak about the first track that you did that we recorded on the organ construction. Did it sound like a construction to you?
No, in prices, yeah, but not too bad.
Oh, okay. So that's not too bad then. I thought it was quite a nice, interesting sound as well because, you know, these Eddie rolls are very good quality WAV file, which means, of course, better quality than MP3, if anybody understands that. So, of course, we have got sort of occasional people tuning in right this minute here. And just to let you know, someone did tune in and then they disappeared. But yeah, it does come up on the screen how many people are tuning in. That's the main thing. People watch on replay anyway, so we really don't care about that too much about the live. But anyway, going on to the next tune that we played you a minute ago, which was the solo tune. Again, both dates of October 2011. So, what did you make of the structure of that one that you played? Did you think you could create that kind of composition just to make it up just like that?
Well, yes and no.
Yes and no to that one. Did you like the bass part of it as well, which went with that?
Close to it, but you know, it was just a solo into it.
Because when I do actually compositions on my own, especially if I use a software of some kind, and I sort of make something up, especially if it's on the keyboard in particular, I make it on the keyboard, and somehow it just sort of comes together and fits. You know, you don't even have to write it on a score anymore.
Oh right, yeah, okay.
Is that a good thing? Because it's all gone sort of modernized now, isn't it? Compared to what it was many years ago.
Yep, sort of.
Yeah. So is that a good thing, or is it a bad thing to have modernized stuff, or not? You know, what do you think?
bit of both, really.
Right. Okay. So it's a bit of mixture. So yeah, as we're on a community channel here, before you go, I will play you the video that I done a minute ago. Although some of the background sound of my commentary doesn't come out very well, unfortunately. But of course, just to let the audience know about that before I play it. So yeah, basically, community-wise. So, do you agree that we must, as towns, maybe cities as well, and seaside resorts, as in towns as well, and possibly villages? It all depends where you can get to a village these days, because not always you can get travel to it. What do you think? Do you think that, of course, that community social hubs, like the men's group on the note of a weekly basis, like I go to the Fellowship Men's Group, okay, which takes place each and every week in Saffron Walden, the historic town. Do you think there should be more of that in towns than other things? I don't know. There's a lot of gyms in town which nobody can afford. Unless you've got a lot of money behind you.
Yes, possibly, yes. But the trouble with towns, they're not open for long.
You mean the shops, or?
Oh, yeah, well, anything, really.
Do you mean the social hubs? They sort of like close early or something.
Yeah.
Like,
Because,
are you referring to the link in Haverhill, for example?
well, that's partly, yeah.
Yeah,
Staff.
it's short of staff, or is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Absolutely. So yes. So you think that more things like social hubs should be available to people
Well, yeah, if they got staff.
if they've got staff? Did you say? Yes.
Yes, if they got people running it.
If they've got people running it, yeah. Sorry, I couldn't hear you very well. I don't know if it came out very well, but yeah, hopefully come out better than it has done. So, of course, just to remind everybody, of course, the weekly activities, autumn and winter 2025. Join them each week for drop-in activities at the Jubilee Hub, and everyone welcome. Of course, the list has changed, and I will tell you about that in just a moment. Just to remind everyone here. On Mondays, there's a Say Hi Parent and Baby session from 10 a.m. till 11:15 a.m. if you're interested in that. And Meet Up Monday is followed after that at 11:30 a.m. till 1 p.m. Then, of course, in the afternoon, there is a new social group starting soon. We don't know what it is yet. We haven't yet confirmed that. So hello to anyone watching right this minute here. We've got somebody actually watching in. So hello to you. If you do want to comment, feel free to comment at any time. We hope to have one day JC as a co-host at some point. It'd be nice to have a string along to get people coming on as a guest, which is what we want, and talking about your community, that kind of thing. So we continue with the Jubilee Hub events. These are all taking place at the Jubilee Hub in the historic town of Saffron Walden in Essex. So Tuesday, the thrifted fashion, if you like your fashion, that kind of thing. Don't know if that tickles your fancy, Julian. Fashion sort of stuff. 10:30 a.m. till 12 p.m. and followed by the artist hour between 1 p.m. and 3:30 p.m. That used to be on a Friday, by the way, and that's now changed to Tuesday. And I'll tell you what's in place of the Friday in just a bit. And of course, youth group and young carers. A lot of people have been saying about youth groups in Haverhill, which hasn't happened, to stop all the kids mucking about and all that kind of thing. So yeah, that is from 3:30 till 6 p.m. and Wednesday, the 10 to 12 noon, which of course is apparently affordable lunch. I think it's about £4 on Mondays and Wednesdays between, of course, 12 p.m. and 2 p.m. I think it is just after the community group. I think. Oh yes, it's in between the community groups, which is a little bit earlier. I got confused about that. And then that is followed by the fellowship men's group, which is run by Howie and Dave between 2 p.m. and 4 p.m. each and every Wednesdays. You might see me over there occasionally. And of course, on a Thursday, Wellbeing Hub at the Jubilee Hub, also including Cafe St Clair, nothing to do with the village of Clare, and My Weight Matters from 10 a.m. till 12 noon, followed by Warm Welcome, 12 p.m. till 3 p.m. They still got this, a warm space with a free light lunch, and that will include rolls and soup if you like that, and all free of charge. Doesn't cost you a penny for that. So come along to the Warm Welcome, 12 p.m. till 3 p.m. And also, of course, finally, the employability hub, which is 10:30 a.m. till 12 p.m. And that was on a Tuesday as well. And that is then followed by Singing for the Soul. If you like your singing, Julian, this might interest you. Of course, 1:30 p.m. till 3 p.m. So the affordable lunches are from 12 p.m. till 2 p.m. And of course, we will be serving, or they will be serving, affordable lunches open to all. Choose from a selection of jacket potatoes with fillings. Sounds lovely, Julian. And soup and a roll or light bites on toast. And if anyone wants to know where it is, of course, situated. It's called Jubilee Hub, by the way, and it's at Freehill Street of Southern Warden, CB101EH, and the telephone number for more information is 01799 516 501. That's 01799 516 501. So, yeah, isn't that a great thing that there's plenty of choice there? Brilliant.
Yeah. Okay. Is there any...
I totally agree, do you?
Sorry?
You totally agree?
Yeah.
Well, do you like Singing for Soul? Would you like to try and go for that?
Go for what?
Singing for Soul. You like singing, don't you?
Not all the time. It depends what you're singing.
Well, it's true, but I mean, if it's fun stuff, it might not be your kind of area, but of course, for someone else, it may be useful for anyone else.
I'm more into classical stuff.
But we're taking for other people as well. If anybody else wants to come along to that kind of thing, then they can, you know.
Yeah.
There's a choice here. It's not just because you're in an area that might not like that kind of thing because there's no church organ, because you like something with a church organ or something like that, or cathedral organ, that kind of thing. So, yeah, just a quick thing here. Liverpool against Manchester United. What do you think?
Don't go down that road.
Well, of course, that Matt and Sophie channel, I think one of them has gone for 3-2 Liverpool. Whether that's going to be true or not, I don't know.
I don't know. It's going to be. I couldn't say either way really, but there you go.
Well, it depends on what the rumours are going around. You know, it's something to do with Gary Neville as well. There's a lot of that going around.
Don't bring him in.
Well, let's hope he's not, you know, commentating on that game then. No doubt he will be, but of course, yeah. Let's hope it's an interesting game. It could well be a draw on that one, 1-1 for me.
I think it should
be a tight one.
May not be good away.
Excuse me. No, they're not. But I mean, Liverpool haven't been very good recently. But anyway, well, only time will tell. We're not here to wind each other up about football.
Yeah, it's been an international break, so it's got to get into the winning mode again.
Yeah, I'd rather wind you up about the FIFA results, you know, on the World Cup.
Oh, yeah.
I think we stick to that, I think. Anyway, of course, I must say a huge thank you, JC, for coming on for the first time for a while, using my phone, actually, for a change. But we're going to go to a video that I did earlier at the Jubilee Hub. You might want to quickly stay for that, and then you can actually go, and then I'll finally say goodbye to you. Okay. Hopefully, of course, you'll be able to see this on your screen. Let me know if you see this.
Recorded for you lot.
Can you see that?
And welcome to Community News here, and hopefully we are the community that never sort of sees these.
Yeah, can you see it now? That's the video.
In that style, and my name is Nick C, and welcome to Friday, the 17th of October 2025. Now here is a video from Wednesday, the 15th of October 2025 at the historic Essex town of Saffron Walden. Let's have a look at this.
Hello everyone, brace yourself for the journey that you'll never forget. Have a look at this. Community News Extra with Nick C. Welcome to the Jubilee Hub here in Saffron Walden in Essex here, supported by the Town Council and the UCAM, Uttersfield Community Action Network. I've just seen it on the screen here. Of course, I'll give you some update here. You can hear the noise here. A couple of my friends came from Haverhill to join in the coffee, and they've just left a minute ago. We'll give you an insight on what it's like here. That's Dave there, and the people behind the coffee bar there, which is supported by the town council here. So yeah, Orient Railway, I just thought I'd mention this because it's in the Saffron Walden Local, which is a free paper that is distributed around Saffron Walden area. I happened to pick up a copy opposite the betting shop and at the laundrette of Saffron Walden. Orient Railway, of course, at the next meeting of Newport Local History Group tomorrow, Thursday. Martin Rose will, a guy called Martin Rose will give a talk entitled "The Railway Through Alderley Station." The meeting will be held at the church house in Newport at 8 p.m. with refreshments available from 7:30 p.m. Members are free to get in, and non-members are £4. £1 if you're in full-time education. On this day, Wednesday, the 15th of October 2025. It's now just coming up to 4 o'clock now at the fellowship group here, and it's all gone quiet. Thanks for watching. Peace out, and we'll carry on promoting hopefully the community for you. Next time, take care of yourselves and most importantly each other, and we'll be back before you can say the words. Are you back already? Hello everybody, and welcome to live outside the hub here, which I've just finished my basic fellowship group, which is what we want to campaign about in our own town as well as anywhere else. Maybe there is some social clubs in your area, but do let me know in the comments, because it'd be very useful to know about it. More people know about it, the better, you know. And of course, I know there's not many free events out there that actually allow social events like this. Of course, each and every Wednesdays here, if you go through to the Jubilee Hub, which is right next to where I am now, which is the Jubilee Gardens. And of course, you can see what it's like in the background here. So I'm reporting basically from the Jubilee Gardens in Saffron Walden in Essex. And I just love talking about the community. And of course, yeah, and it is great to basically meet new people as well.
I think it's an hourly service, but
yeah,
I hope they keep up this Haverhill service, because there's some doubt about it.
Yeah, that's the trouble, isn't it?
And there's some of the
I heard that they're not doing it anymore. So
protesters protest against it. I think they'll have to come up with a solution there.
Yeah, they'll have to, because there's villages out there, isn't there, that'll be suffering the most.
People can't be left without any bus, can they? You
No, that's the trouble, isn't it?
I mean, for different reasons they've got to have a bus. So
Yeah.
I'm sure they'll come up with something.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Nick, you know, what it'll be, I don't know, but might be another company takes up the route.
No, that's true, that's true.
There's got to be something.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So,
Yeah. So I'm off to actually go and have a late lunch here at the Teminair, I think it's pronounced that way, Weatherspoons, which is quite a reasonable top plates, low rates situation. And of course that includes a drink here. Of course, will I be having the matcha or the hot chocolate before they run out? We'll have to wait and see if the machine is still there for that. In some places it might stay as it is, in some places they might have a new machine. It depends on how much hot chocolate they've got left. I don't think many people use it in this sort of area. They're more beer kind of people. So yeah, it's one of those kind of scenarios. So I don't quite know what that's kind of, because I don't know if the camera can pick it up when they get smoke in the background. I don't quite know what it is. Some sort of pipe thing. I thought actually they were going to have a sort of barbecue out the patio bit, but obviously not the case. But anyway, sorry I haven't got the camera straight here. So it's been Nick C here, just a general update here on community news here, something a little bit different for everybody. And it's quite fresh weather here, it's not too bad. There is bins here and there's one here. So I could have a packet of crisps here for the snack, and we're literally next to the fire station just over there. Sorry about the children in the background screaming. So I'm about to have my top plates low rates late lunch at the Teminair. I think it's pronounced Weatherspoons, down the other end of the high street of Saffron Walden in Essex here. I'm still situated here in the Jubilee Gardens here. Somebody's actually made a bit of mess behind me there. That's what you're probably noticing here. So yeah, I'm going to have a snack before I head down towards that way. It's still quite fresh around here. So yeah, next to the fire station, which is that tall little thing behind the Jubilee hubs there. Well, there's only one hub. But anyway, of course, yeah, it's still quite fresh. And I can relax here. It was raining for a bit here, but it's still quite not bad. It's nice to have a bit of fresh air now and again. So yeah, we'll find out whether hot chocolate and matcha is on the menu here. If it's not, don't worry about it. There's nothing much I can do about it. It's out of my control. But maybe some spoons still might have it until it runs out, apparently. But we'll have to wait and see if they still have it. I know the Dravit Smock in the Haverhill has now changed their machines, so they can't give you hot chocolate or matcha anymore, which is a bit of a shame, but there you go. I'll have to come here more often if they've got it over here. It's not that I have hot chocolate anyway, but yeah, I don't think many people have hot chocolate or matcha down in this area, so wine lovers are down here. Down in the area, basically, of course, I thought they was going to do some barbecue kind of stuff, but it hasn't been the case. It's a nice little patio, by the way, over there. I'll do attention to detail later on in one of my programs when it's a little bit warmer, if it is. Yeah, my town where I'm from is not always just the only town that is messy. But yeah, apart from other towns up north that apparently are a lot worse than this. But anyway, I'm actually... Oh shit. So ladies and gentlemen, let's come with me down in this direction here. Just to the left, and it's on the opposite side to where you're watching right now. So yeah, the toilets are on the right hand side, and the road to the high street of Saffron Walden is to the left.
So there we are, of course, that gorgeous ceiling today. Saffron Walden, Commnunity again
Yeah, I'm gonna have to just pause the actual original commentary there because you can't really hear it very well. But basically, of course, I was referring to my hot chocolate there at the Spoons of Teminaire, I think that's pronounced. And of course, we'll show you some of the historic parts here. I love the CCTV. Making sure that you don't get stuff nicked there, and of course, I like sitting right next to the actual plug there, and that's just one of the plugs there, and there's another one on the other side of that beam there where of course all the historic writing is. So yeah, I wonder how many people actually notice all this historic writing in any spoons, not just this particular spoons. So I find that very, very fascinating. But I'll bring June as in JC back in just a moment. But yeah, we're just finishing off the video. It's not so far off now. And just remember where you see these machines, and these are the machines that are currently in operation at the moment. They have not changed them yet, but there is a sort of sign saying, of course, the government legislation says that, of course, they've got to get rid of matcha and hot chocolate itself. So, yeah, it is a government idea behind all that, not anything else. But of course, this is the Harvey family historic board there, which is not easy to take a picture of because you've got lights beaming down on it. I don't think it's designed for photographers to take pictures of it like I have done. But of course, you can just about make it out. So yeah, I might have to just try and write it down and do a narration on it of some kind. But yeah, it's fascinating to see all the different things on there and look at the ham, egg, and chips there. I think the ham has changed over the years. It's got a little bit more difference. The chips look lovely, and the eggs of those people who don't like eggs have to have something else. And now the screen's gone completely blank. But yeah, that's the end of the video here. And of course, we're back now with you. So let's put your mic back on here. Hello.
I'm just to say thank you for
Okay.
Guest and commentary there, and I have to say farewells now. So
okay then, Julian. Yeah, thanks for coming on. Just to interrupt you there, and of course, did you watch all through that? Could you hear any of that?
Yeah, just about. Yeah.
Oh, okay. You saw some of that. Yeah. Because you haven't been to Saffron Warden for quite some time, have you? It's been a while, isn't it?
I must dash now. So
all right, okay. Just a quick word, of course. Hopefully, you'll be back doing your organ stuff soon.
Well, yeah, we'll see.
Beauty Sound with JC.
Yeah. There's a hot melter check. So if you want to check that, when I'm finished,
I will do. Thanks for coming on. It's a pleasure talking to you, and please do come on again. Please do stand by for JC from Beauty Sound coming soon with your version of it, not just mine, because I do a keyboard version with beats, and he does it without beats. Simple as that. Thank you very much for coming on, and we'll see you next time.
Okay.
Ciao for now. Thank you. Bye-bye. He's off now. Thank you very much indeed for that. He's entered the studio now. So you can turn that off now. Come out of that.
Come out there.
So yeah.
Check the hot on it.
You're out of that. So let's come out of that.
Check the hot on it.
I'll check the hot. What's in the hot well?
Well, some might be a bit of a
what?
Come up flash.
Oh right, there's no hot well.
This is.
That.
What the hell was that?
Oh, it's just a load of rubbish.
Oh, right, okay.
It's not. I thought it was something to do with the COA.
No.
Yeah, we'll talk about the COA another time. But thanks for coming on to the other studio here.
Right, okay.
One day we'll absolutely go live at some point, and we'll go live to a different location or area and see what happens there. But of course, yeah, I did showcase and talk to you about this. which is the weekly activities autumn and winter 2025. So the main one that we go to is the Fellowship Men's Group from 2 p.m. I don't know why I'm laughing about that because I had a cough in my throat. The Fellowship Men's Group between 2 p.m. and 4 p.m. Sorry, I didn't mean to laugh there. But of course, yeah, Singing for the Soul is 1 p.m. as in 1:30 p.m. till 3 p.m. And new affordable lunches from Monday to Wednesdays between 12 p.m. and 2 p.m. They're offering, of course, affordable lunches open to all. Of course, you can choose a selection of jacket potatoes with filling, soup, and a roll, or light bites on toast. If you don't know where the Saffron Warden Jubilee Hub is, next to the Jubilee Hub Gardens, quite confusing actually that, but of course it's at 3 Hill Street of Saffron Warden, CB10 1EH. And the number, if you want to know more information about the Jubilee Hub, is 01799 516 501. I'll repeat that once more in slow mode: 01799 516 501. Right. Okay. That's lovely. Of course, it's very, very nice that, of course, that we get to do this program here. And, of course, we've had several technical issues throughout, of course, our campaign of our showage. I do, of course, apologise about that on behalf of our streaming system. Now, of course, let's tell you any service news updates here, which I'd like to inform you of. And by the way, of course, before I go up and talk about that, I'd like to mention about the railway talk, which happened in Newport recently on Thursday, the 18th of October. And, of course, the date has passed. And I hope they do more of those kind of talks in the future. It's a really, really good, interesting talk about the Audley End Railway history. So I thought I'd give that a little bit of a mention. There is just before I talk to you about service updates here, and there is regarding, of course, the Saffron Warden, of course, football team of Saffron Warden Town FC against Brimsdown FC. Now, it's taking place on Saturday, the 18th of October at 3 p.m. Sorry, no. Thursday would have been 16th of October, not the 18th. I'm getting confused with that. 18th is a Saturday. And, of course, it is the Itsui FA Vars, Saturday the 18th of October at 3 p.m. at Cattons Lane, CB101DU, Saffron Warden Town FC against Brimsdown FC. That will be quite a good match day, I reckon. I wonder how much it will cost to get into that one. I'll have to find out when I will be able to go to that. Be quite nice to, actually, for the first time. 3 o'clock start, though, I have to admit. So, yeah, of course, that would be quite interesting to actually venture along to that if we're able to. If not, of course, we'll have to go elsewhere in Saffron Warden and just celebrate the fact that Saffron Warden are playing a game at home. But, yeah, you'd have to buy a program to find out who the team list is and all that kind of thing. So that'd be quite interesting, maybe to do a report there if we get a chance to. If not, don't worry about it. We'll find another game that we can actually do. So that would be quite interesting. So, yeah, that's Saffron Warden for you. And, of course, Saffron Warden Town FC are playing at home this weekend. Service 38 to A, which is /A. Service 38 /A. Saturday, 18th of October from 17th to the 18th of October due to a planned protest at the council offices on Saturday the 18th of October. We have decided to run our service 38 /A buses to Halstead to Braintree via Pierre Fit Way all day long, avoiding Blythe's Meadow. The service will return to its normal line of route on Monday. There's a planned protest outside the council offices. It seems to be protesting a lot of places at the moment. Number 12, unable to serve Bell Road from the 15th of October to the 22nd of October 2025. The service 12 is unable to serve Bell Road while the scaffolding remains erected on the corner entering Bell Road. We will serve the entire high street in Bottisham down to Lode Crossroads. The bus will proceed through Stowe Quay, church stop only, rejoining the route at Quay, QUY, / the A14 roundabout. This applies in both directions. And of course, Stevenson's apologised for any inconvenience caused. Of course, these routes here 301, 316, 318, 313, 314, 319, 320, 321, 590, diversion 310 or 13th of the 10th, 2025, from 13th of October to the 17th of October. Of course, this would have been today, actually. This is what happened. Due to emergency roadworks with no prior notification, the above routes have no access to Southern Warden High Street bus stop or Church Street bus stop. Please, in the meantime, can passengers wait at Devon Road bus stop for the 313, 314, 316, 318 and 590, and please wait at the council office, as in council offices bus stop for the 301, 319, 320 and 321. This will be in effect until Friday the 17th of October due to works closing in Church Street. This is northbound only. Buses towards Bishop Stortford, Stansted, Dumbo and Aldi End. Thank you very much indeed. And of course, there is service 23AB, that's / B, 13th of the 10th, 2025 to the 31st of the 10th, 2025. So, of course, from 13th of October 2025 to October the 31st, road closure at London Road, Manchester Drive. This will be closed from the 13th till the 31st of October 2025. The service 23A / B will divert by turning left onto London Road, right onto Eastwood Road, and right onto Blenheim Chase, and then left onto Elmsley Drive. Sorry for any inconvenience. So, yeah, finally, these two here to note as well. The 112 diversion, which is the route diversion, 15th to the 22nd of October 2025. Stuntley Causeway between the church and A142 will be closed from the 15th for 3 days. That's the 15th of October 2025. And of course, buses will serve Stuntley entering the Soham Road turn heading up to the church and turning round in Lower Road. This applies in both directions. And of course, the Stevenson's company apologised for any convenience or inconvenience, as I say, or added delay. So number 12, unable to serve Bell Road, is the final one here. From the 15th of October to the 22nd of October 2025, the service 12 is unable to serve Bell Road whilst the scaffolding remains erected on the corner entering Bell Road. We will serve the entire High Street in Bottisham down to Lode Crossroads. The bus will proceed through the Stowe Quay, church stop only, rejoining the route at Quay to QUY / the A14 roundabout. This applies in both directions. Once again, the Stevenson's company of the bus company apologised for any inconvenience caused. This, of course, can be accessed through the Stevenson's Bus Trucker app. If you download that, you'll find out all the information that the bus company has. So it's useful to know all that information right this minute now. Right, okay. Before we go, of course, I'm going to actually put an image up on the file here because I was supposed to do it earlier, but it didn't work out very well. I'm going to put that up on the screen right now, and hopefully you still hear my voice here. And I'm going to do this without any music in the background here. So, of course, I'm going to read these two pieces of segments from the UCB, which is United Christian Broadcasters Word for Today, based in Stoke-on-Trent. So let's get on and begin with the first one here: the right people and the right environment. He put them all outside. That's the main headline here. So here we go. The Bible says, someone came from the ruler of Sinolog's house, saying to him, "Your daughter's dead." When Jesus heard it, he answered him, saying, "Do not be afraid, only believe, and she will be made well." When he came into the house, he permitted no one to go in except Peter, James, and John, and the father and the mother of the girl. Now all wept and mourned over her. But he said, "Do not weep. She is not dead, but sleeping." And they ridiculed him, knowing that she was dead. But he put them all aside, took her by the hand, and called, saying, "Little girl, arise." Then her spirit returned, and she arose immediately. There is an important lesson here for you out there. To experience the resurrection power of Christ, you need the right people and the right environment. Just as oil and water won't mix, neither will faith and doubt. Notice Jesus took Peter, James, and John into the house with him and put all the others outside. Might some have been offended and criticized him for this? Sure, but when you're in a crisis, you need to surround yourself with people you can stand with you on God's word and believe him for the answer. When Jairus heard that his daughter had died, he doubtless would have thought, "That's it, nothing more can be done." That's not what Jesus thought. In the original Greek text, Jesus said, "Don't be afraid, only believe and keep believing, and she will be made well." You need people who will keep believing God will with you for the answer. So you need people who will keep believing God with you for the answer. And that's the end of the word for today. For now, we move on to hearing the still small voice. Okay, a still small voice. Elijah heard it. When Jezebel threatened Elijah's life, he fled to the cave, and that's when God said to him, "Go out and stand on the mountain before the Lord." And behold, the Lord passed by, and a great and strong wind tore into the mountains and broke the rocks in pieces before the Lord. But the Lord was not in the wind. And after the wind, an earthquake. But the Lord was not in the earthquake. And after the earthquake, a fire. But the Lord was not in the fire. And after the fire, a small voice. Elijah heard it. God can speak to you anywhere, anytime, through anybody, in any situation, but he will often share his greatest insights, okay, when you're alone with him. In order to hear God's still small voice, two things must happen. One, you must have silence and solitude. This calls for shutting out everything else and focusing primarily on God. Not everyone will understand or appreciate what you're doing, but you must if you are to hear from him. But number two tells you this: you must get closer to him, closer to God, that is. The average person who gets 50 to 100 texts and emails a day of course, think about that. As long as you are willing to take time to stop and listen to others, but not to God, your problems will not be solved and your situation won't change. As songwriter Everett W. Saga put it this way: shut in with God in a secret place, there in the spirit, beholding his face, gaining more power to run in this race. Oh, I long to be shut in with God. And that's the end of the word for today, UCB, United Christian Broadcasters, just for today. So, yeah, just a few other things here to mention here. Obviously, of course, we've got brand new shows, Beauty Sound with NC, and which is Nick C, basically. And, of course, the other thing to note is soon Beauty Sound with JC rather than just Nick C. And another thing to mention here, of course, I've got a couple of leaflets here. Plum J. Thay Massage and Wellness, operating from the Mirage Beauty Clinic, Elmston Close. Of course, this is what they offer: traditional Thay massage, aromatherapy oil massage, head massage, back, neck, and shoulders massage. Book now for more information. 07 547 278 That's 07 547 278 And the website for this one is plumj.com if you're interested in that. Right, okay. So let's have a look at Warden Local here and see what it says. I've nearly ripped the paper up in half there. So, of course, let's have a look at the latest news here. Failing drainage system threatens the old Sun Inn. Of course, last week's Warden Local, October the 8th, page 10, mentioned that the Essex Highways has received an extra funding this year for drain clearance and encourages residents to report any blocked drains via its website. Unfortunately, Highways inbox seems to be clogged up and overflowing as the drainage system under the public pavement outside our property. The 14th century Grade 1 listed Old Sun Inn in Church Street. We first notified Essex Highways in April 2024 that blocked channels under the pavement prevented rainwater discharging properly from dam pipes, and it caused it instead to leak out of joints onto and into our buildings. But no action resulted. This imperils the fragile and recently conserved historic pargeting, decorative external plasterwork. Risks promoting the decay of structural timbers means water flows into our cellar. As the Society for the Protection of Ancient Buildings advises, the importance of good maintenance cannot be overemphasized. It reduces the probability of drainage and injury and will save money in the long run. We're urging Essex Highways to heed this advice. That's from Doug Kent in Safford Warden, one of the letters to the editor there. So, support available for smokers in Stoptober. Essex County Council is reminding smokers of the support available to help them quit this Stoptober. Stoptober. I like that one. Whether it's your first time trying to quit or you've made previous attempts, Stoptober is the perfect opportunity to make a positive change. Research shows that if you can quit for 28 days and are 5 times more likely to quit for good. The message of this year's national campaign is "Let's quit smoking together," encouraging smokers to explore the support available. To find out more and complete an assessment form, visit essexwellbeingservice.co.uk/support and stop smoking. So, if anyone's interested in that, of course, do not hesitate to get in touch. So yeah, anyone that wants to support that idea, leave us a comment. That's what I pretty much are saying. So key parts of lift repairs in Spain. The Warden local contacted the Usselsford District Council after residents of Haverley Court of Southern Warden complained that a single lift serving flats had been out of order since September the 4th, resulting in occupants having to carry rubbish down up to 5 flights of stairs. A spokesman for the UUDC said, "We're incredibly sorry for the ongoing inconvenience caused by the lift being out of service at the Hatherley Court. The delay in repairs has been unacceptable and we deeply regret this impact this has had on residents." Our lift contractor Precision Lift Services initially found a fault that needed a part to be ordered from Spain. After installing it, they discovered another issue that needs an additional part from Spain. This has been ordered and is expected to arrive shortly. We share our residents' frustration and disappointment regarding the service we have received from our lift contractor and are doing everything we can to get the lift working again and as quickly as possible. The safety and comfort of our residents is our top priority. We'll keep everyone updated and committed to getting this resolved without further delay. So that is, of course, regarding, of course, the lifts at, of course, the Hatherley Court. Hopefully they get that sorted out for those concerned. Let's go back to my normal screen here. So welcome back here to the show that hopefully never ends. So yeah, let's have a look. Okay, let's have a look at there's a few other bits that I would like to mention. Right, okay, there's a bit that I mentioned before, I think, but I edited it out because I wanted to save it for this part here. So yeah, let me just get this sorted out here. So another letter to the editor here. Academy's circular route keeps travel times as fair as possible. We would like to respond to a recent article local of October the 8th about Little Warden Road closure and how it has affected the school bus operated by ACAM Bus Co Limited. The roads closed at very short notice for emergency works, and unfortunately our coach could neither pass through nor turn around safely near the usual stop. Some of the alternative turning points suggested by parents weren't suitable for the fully sized vehicle and would have posed safety risks. As soon as we received confirmation of the closure, we have set up a safe diversion and sent text alerts to all registered passengers. Our team also responded to a number of parent communications to explain that this was a temporary measure while the road remain closed. We regret to clarify that the route was adjusted in September when Academy Bus Co took over from the previous operator based in another town. Excuse me. Our version of the route runs in a circular pattern, meaning that children who are first to be picked up in the morning are also first to be dropped off in the afternoon. keeping travel times as fair as possible for everyone. We completely understand the frustration this disruption has caused and truly appreciate parents and patience and cooperation while we worked to keep the service running safely. Safety for the children and other road users must always come first, and we'll continue doing our best to keep families informed and pupils travelling safely where or whatever the road conditions bring. That's from the Acme Bus Co Limited. So that is very, very useful information to that, of course. So this is a useful one here. Letters to the editor here. We must not let patriotism be linked with politics of hate. Recent correspondence in the local overflying of the Union Jack and the Cross of St. George has, in my opinion, missed the point. There is nothing wrong with flying the British or English flags. State occasions, the last night of the proms, supporting our sports teams, or on a flagpole in your gardens. It's your choice. We all enjoy a bit of patriotism. However, the hanging of flags by a few people on communal lampposts has nothing to do with patriotism. This is a campaign, Raise the Colours, led by a very unpleasant far-right activist and convicted thugs from the English Defence League and Britain First. It has no other purpose than to intimidate. The appropriation of our flags is both sad and menacing. My father, aunts and uncles put their lives in line of World War II to defend this country against very politics of these people promote. They're all stood proudly behind a flag that was a beacon for freedom, tolerance, and democracy, not exclusion and division. I am proud of Englishmen. Excuse me. We must not let patriotism be linked to the politics of hate. Sorry about that. I'll just read that once more here. This person says they are a good Englishman, and we must not let patriotism be linked to the politics of hate. That's from John White of Savile Warden. So, yeah, the actual letters to the editor in the Warden local is headline this: we must not let patriotism be linked with politics of hate. I repeat that once more: we must not let patriotism be linked to politics of hate. And that, I'm afraid, is just about it for the show here, before I get tongue-tied and, of course, run out of things to say. So the next match, just to remind everyone here, Saffron Walden Town FC is as of tomorrow, from this date here, which is the 17th of October, Friday night of October 2025, and the game between Saffron Walden FC is against Brimsdown FC. The Izu FA Vars, Saturday the 18th of October, kicks off at 3 p.m, and that's at Catton's Lane, CB 101DU. I wonder how much that costs to get in there. And it's supported by the Garrett's Transport and the Lloyd's Family Butchers, and of course Saffron Vantage and the Plough Bar and Grill. They all sponsor Saffron Walden there, which is fantastic, keeping the town alive in that sort of area. And any other area we shall promote. If there is something that we have missed in the program, feel free to get in touch with us. The next episode will be episode number 22. And of course, this has been episode 21 of the Community News with Nick C. We hope you can join us for next time here and have yourself a lovely weekend wherever you may be. And most importantly, we will try and promote the community for you wherever you may be. Have yourself a great weekend, and of course, stay safe this weekend as well, with what is going on in the mainstream media and all that kind of thing, and the world. Let them know. Okay, then. Of course, if you know of anyone that wants to sponsor the actual channel, feel free to do so. We're talking about sponsoring the show itself. It may well be soon sponsored by the Beauty Sound. We don't know yet, and that might be the first sponsor just for a couple of months. See how we get on. But of course, join us on the next episode where we'll have more bit of entertainment. Sorry, I can't get my wording in the right place here. I do apologise here because I am live here. And of course, what I'm trying to say is let's hope I don't get any bad noses this time. I do apologise about my voice being a bit strange, sounding a bit out compared to normal voice that I have. It's not my normal voice, by the way. It's not a pretend one. It's not my normal voice. It's the bug that makes your voice sound a bit strange. So yeah. As I say, we'll carry on fighting the community for you. We hope that honourable thing will be the truth. Until next time, do take care and spread the word about this channel here. And if you want to be a guest on the show, as always, get in touch. Till next time, do take care. And we'll be back before you can say the words. Are you back already? And I just want to say a massive thank you to JC came on as a guest exclusively at the show. Till next time, take care. I'll just very quickly, bus services under threat here. Yeah, breaking news as we go here. So, yeah, let's bring that back to me just for a second. We're just about to go as well. We've got something bonus for you as well. So, a review of Essex County Council and of more than 40 bus routes that it supports could lead to some villages between Havel and Saffron Walden having no daily services at all from Monday to Friday. The proposals are currently under consultation, including axing the 320 and the 321 services that connect Haverhill to Audley End train station, going via Hempstead and Ravenswood and Saffron Walden. Doing so will not only leave Ravenswood and Hempstead without any weekday buses, but it would see a number of buses running from Haverhill to Audley End drop from 13 to 5. Village residents have spoken up to the Echo, highlighting the issue, which said would be devastating for some. We'll give you more update on that one, and of course we'd like to hear from a spokesperson about that, see what is going on with that. So yeah, if we can find out information, then we will do that. This is the final. We hope to promote the community for you. I need to read more about that later on so that I can clarify more information on the next community news program, which will be it'll be episode number 22. So we hopefully carry on fighting the community for you, and that is Stevenson's for you. So I thought, of course, something would come up there. Maybe a new bus service might take over or something. But anyway, this has got to stop. Let's hope that we continue with the bus service as it is. Until next time, do take care of yourselves and most importantly, each other. As I say, everyone has about